Hey everybody, welcome to Spikey Saturday number 226 on the Mana Leek. I'm John as always, and we've got a Stonecoil Serpent. Easy pick, easy life. This of course is a sponsored draft. Thank you very much to the people over at patreon.com/themanaleek. And this week it will be David's sponsored draft. Eldraine, still enjoying it. Still quite a lot of fun. Drafted a whole great big bunch of it on the 24-hour stream last weekend. Hopefully you guys are able to check that out. I tried to export it to YouTube. YouTube doesn't like 12-hour videos anymore. It tried to break it up into two 12-hour videos. That didn't work. So unfortunately, it's probably not going to be on YouTube. So you can go over to twitch.tv/themanaleek/videos, I think would be the address, or click videos to watch all that. Gave away 34 prizes, which was ludicrous. There was so much stuff given away. And because I was the third highest earner of the all Magic content creators, I was the third highest team, actually. A couple of teams did really well above me. I have 3,000 codes to give away for Magic Arena for a card style for the card Inspiring Veteran. It's a lot of codes. I've tried in various ways to give out these codes, and I've given out maybe 100. So if you want one, don't message me. I'm really trying to avoid sending out 3,000 individual messages, but you can post down in the comments. Post in the comments that you want a code. I'll reply to you with a code. Hopefully nobody steals that code. If they do steal the code, let me know. I have a lot more. I have enough for everybody, I'm pretty darn sure. So if you want a code, you can let me know. We've got an Ardenvale Tactician here, which I think is just the best card in this pack. Oakham is up there. Grumgully's up there. I don't know if I want to jump into Grumgully. Maybe I want to just jump into Grumgully. This is why I never draft this card, because there's always a card that I think is slightly better, and then I never see it. And we get utterly punished for taking a red-green card there with nothing that I want. We get a Flutterfox, which actually would have been A+ with that Ardenvale Tactician. There's an Animating Fairy as well. I haven't been unimpressed. It's a good card. It hasn't typically lived up to what I want it to be, though. You know, I feel like I rarely bring to life something, so it's often just a Windrake, which is just okay. It's okay. But I think I might just take the Flutterfox here. I don't want the Grange. I never remember which is the right pronunciation. Grange. We'll go with Grange. Sanctuary, Opt, Outflank. Yeah, I don't want any of these. We'll take the Fox. It works with the Stonecoil Serpent, right? Which we'll pretend is going to be generally a 4-ish drop. Flutterfox, get in there. Give me a late Ardenvale Tactician. Make me feel better about my choices. No, but I get a lot more choices. I get a Spinning Wheel, which I quite like. I get a Fairy Godmother, which is pretty darn good. I get another Flutterfox. There's a Searing Barrage. I think we'll take the Spinning Wheel. It keeps us open, lets us look a little bit longer to see what else might be open. You know, fourth pick. There's two good white cards here. We don't necessarily know that white's open. All that's been taken is a rare and two uncommons. So, you know, those typically have no real say as to what was in this pack or what's open or not. So we'll take the Spinning Wheel, stay open a little bit longer, and see if we can get something a little signally. Fourth pick, Tome Raider's getting there. Definitely getting there. There's nothing else in this pack that I really want. Swordmaster's fine, but it's another card that has not unimpressed me, but didn't perform quite as crazily as I expected. Knights ended up not being as strong as I had assumed. You know, sometimes this does just kill you out of nowhere for 1 mana, but those times are relatively rare. We'll take this Tome Raider, see where we go. We get a Rosethorn Acolyte, which I think might be the best card in the pack here. Don't want an Opt, don't want a Corridor Monitor, don't want an Unexplained Vision. I think we could take the Acolyte. 6th pick. This is starting to be ever so slightly signally. I'll sometimes pick a Rosethorn above 6th pick. Scalding Cauldron will continue to keep us open. I assume the other Cauldron there must be worth nothing. It's especially worth nothing if you spell it wrong. 40 cents. 40 cents isn't worth it. We'll take a Scalding Cauldron, we'll play that in probably any deck that we end up in. This card just doesn't work out well. You know, it's a lot of mana if you're hard casting it. Hopefully you're never, ever, ever, ever hard casting it. So to cheapen it, to make it actually castable, you need to get creatures in your graveyard somehow. But then when this comes out, creatures don't go in your graveyard, which means the activated ability doesn't get to go off that many times. It fights against itself. It fights against itself, so I'm not typically a fan. Here we've got a mildly late Brimstone Trebuchet. In fact, I would argue 8th pick. Maybe just a late Brimstone Trebuchet. The castle's bad, Eye Collector's bad, Lockflame Gargoyle's bad, Opt is, you know, specific decks will want it, and it's filler otherwise. Roving Keep is bad, Shining Armor is bad. Brimstone Trebuchet is the only card that I would not describe as bad to situational, so we'll take Brimstone. And we're not really getting a signal, it seems, not in this pack, but we've stayed open with that Cauldron, Spinning Wheel, Stone Coil, etc. We can push green with our Rosethorn Acolyte, and that will keep us perhaps even a little bit more open. I could take Giant Opportunity. I've seen people do dumb things with it, but it's somewhat few and far between. But I don't think I'm going to play any other card here, so let's take a Giant Opportunity. All right, so this is actually pushing me towards white being a little bit open. Silverflame Squire and Prized Griffin can definitely go before here. So let's grab this Silverflame Squire. If we end up in green-white, that could work for me. So we can pick that up. These cards are all relatively unplayable. Tempting Witch is probably the most playable. We've seen literally zero reason to believe that black is open, so I'm not going to say that black is open because of this. So I think I might take this profit, and extremely hopefully we don't play it. We've got a Silver Flame if we do want to push into white and think that white maybe is the color that's open. Moonlit Scavengers. We do have a bunch of artifacts, so there's a possibility there. I think I'll go for that possibility over the Silver Flame Ritual. But at some point, we really want to we want to get something figured out here. We know we're playing a Stone Coil Serpent, a Spinning Wheel, and a Scalding Cauldron. And that's about all we know right now. That was a mildly weird pack one. We came out of it for how weird it was. We came out of it decently. Ever so slightly leaning towards green-white at the moment. But there's the possibility for red-green as well. We're not going to play either of these cards in any deck, or this one. And this is the value of staying open. You stay open, and at some point we're going to be able to find our lane. We're going to be able to find out what people aren't drafting, and we're going to take advantage of it. Or we're going to draft an Oko. Either or, you know. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. I'm also recording this. Hey, look at that. We were black all along. Is Rankle worth something? Like $1? $2? $1. Yeah, we've got a Rankle here. Beyond Rankle, there's a Beanstalk Giant, Foulmire Knight, Trapped in a Tower, Reeve Soul. There's actually, unfortunately, multiple good black cards here. We can't not take it. We can't not take a very, very, very good black card. And maybe that determines our second color. We still don't necessarily know what our first color is, but we can try to get into black here. Taking a Trapped in the Tower over it feels too cute. You know, we can abandon white pretty easily for just those cards. Taking a Beanstalk Giant has some consideration, because I wouldn't mind not abandoning a Rosethorn Acolyte, and that could push us into Grumgully. But I think I'm gonna take the powerful card and see where we go. This pack's bad. This pack's really bad. Don't typically want to play it, never want to play it, never want to play it, don't really like it or want to play it. Fine, and maybe the pick. No. Fine, but we don't have knights yet. Yeah, that's an exceptionally bad pack. We need to pick a color. But I don't think this pack is going to make us pick a color. We can take the Noble to try to push towards making sure we'd be able to play Rankle. But that's a bad pack. This pack is... similar. It's better. It's definitely better. Fireborn Knight, if we were red-white, or if we were white, or if we were red, is better. Castle Embereth, if we were red, is better. Paladin, if we knew we were green, and I think there's a decent possibility we could be green, would be fine. Lochthwain Paladin, even a black deck, I don't really like it. I think I might take this Paladin. I think we might try to push into green. I think we're reasonably not blue. I think we're reasonably not white. It's been a tough draft. This has been tough. Tough. Let's take the Paladin. Rewarded? Literal 0 green. Literal 0 green. Not even remotely rewarded. We get a Witch's Vengeance, which I haven't super enjoyed it. I never enjoy this effect. I never, ever enjoy -2/-2 or -3/-3 to some portion symmetrically of the board. Obviously, you hope that you can set this up asymmetrically, but you're never guaranteed. It's better than a Forever Young, though. There's no green options. There's no options to keep us into white outside of a Flutter Fox, and I don't think that's... I think that train has sailed. There's nothing in red, so yeah, I think we're just taking the Witch's Vengeance. All right, so Glasket. Oh, never mind. There's a Witch Stalker. So Glass Casket makes me want to go into white a little bit, but we already have an Acolyte. We already have a Paladin. Green-black food is obviously a good archetype. We did get that Tempting Witch second last pick. We didn't take it, but we had the option. So maybe that's open. All right. I think we've got our lane. Oh, then there's another Glass Casket. And a trap. Oh, no. Oh, why is white suddenly extremely open? Oh, it's so open. It's so open. But we don't have anything. We didn't get that Ardenvale Tactician. We didn't get anything in pack 1. So I'm leaning a little bit more towards just a Marrowleaf Rider here. Oh, it's so open. But we'd have to abandon either all of these green cards or all these black cards. We're not playing red. Yeah, we can't do it. We'll take that Marrowleaf Rider. I don't really care for Castle Ardenvale. Even in a white deck, I mean, I'll still play it, but it's super unimpressed me. We'll just take a Foreboding Fruit here. Good card, can potentially end the game. Gets us food. Seems decent. There's also a Spore Cap Spider there, but we can get one of those, right? We get punished. None of these cards are for us, so we'll take a Foil Swamp. Okay. Good. I like a Tree Folk. I don't like any of these cards, though. I don't like them one bit. I don't think we're going to be black enough to play a Witch's Cottage. But we also really don't want to play a Tall as a Beanstalk. So just in case we need to get... we need playable cards. I didn't realize I still had 2 white cards. Let's take Tall as a Beanstalk. We might be a little bit short on playables because we waffled back and forth. And yeah, maybe we should have just gone white there. We would have gotten what? We would have gotten a Glass Casket, or a Trapped in the Tower if we wanted it. Fireborn Knight, we would have had... I still feel like we would have been short on playables, and I still don't know if we're going to see it in pack 3. Garenbrig Squire might have to play it. Last pick, Youthful Knight. Yeah, white was open that way. I wonder where the Garenbrig, or not Garenbrig, Ardenvale Tactician person went. They should be heavily drafting white. And it seems like they're maybe not. Who should be Ardenvale Tactician? This person or this person? In that first pack, they should be the Ardenvale Tactician people? Or no, it was second pack, right? So we know that this person's not Ardenvale because they passed it, presumably. Interesting. We would have gotten so rewarded. Instead, we get punished with one of these packs where it's just like, there's a green card you're barely ever going to want. Actually, there's enough black cards here that we're not massively upset. I think I'll just take the golden egg. The odds of us getting an oven are pretty darn low. And if we don't get an oven, we're returning this currently twice. That's too few times. That's way too few times. So yeah, we're just going to take the egg. Please no oven. Oh, no oven. And we get a Wildborn Preserver foil Emery. Worth anything? Supposedly $5, but I know Card Hoarder has not been showing accurate foil prices lately. Let's check MTGO Traders. Because it's showing as $5, but they're not buying it. MTGO Traders also not buying it. A lot of these places aren't buying foils. I wonder why. Let's see what the much less useful MTGO wiki says. Yeah, people are buying it for like 80 cents. So we'll take a Wildborn Preserver. It's super good. Powerful Bomb. Says that the person passing it to us is not in green. They took a common. Unfortunately, maybe they're in black because they took a bacon to a pie. But we can hope. And again, we would have had white options, but we'll take that Wildborn. So we have another Garenbrig Paladin or a Reaper. I think there's a chance this comes back around, so I'll just take this Reaper here. Obviously, we're getting a little bit of double black, but we have the wheel, we have the Acolyte, so I think we'll be fine. So let's take the Reaper. Ouch. Just super ouch. There is a Malevolent Noble, which I didn't notice for a second, so I guess it's a little bit tiny less ouch, but ouch. That's not the pack for us. Well, there's the golden egg that I wanted. We're not playing anything else here. Golden egg, in you go. Oh, that's so many Grumgullies. And, man, who's passing to me? Who's passing to me that they didn't take Wildborn Preserver, but we're getting 0 green and black? Let's take a Grumgully. We need 2 more playable cards, please. Shambling Suit. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, potentially 7. I guess it's a Shambling Suit. It's better than Insatiable Appetite. Scaldron? Sure. There's our 20... Oh, this draft went off the rails. What? So white is in fact just not being drafted despite what Pack 1 told us. Well, good to know now. Good to know now. Barrow Witches, you return like 1 card. You return a card. I'll take the Lost Legion. Wow. Wow. What the heck happened in Pack 1 for white to just be not open and then for this to happen? Holy moly. I think we can cut this tall as a beanstalk now. We're definitely going to have some problems here. Are we ever going to successfully Giant Opportunity? How much food? 1 food? Maybe 2 food? 3 food, 4 food? That's not much food. Yeah, we get rid of Giant Opportunity and we put... Tall as a Beanstalk back in. That's what we do. That's what we do. Definitely a touch off the rails. We have the bombs that could let us still do something here. But man, I should have switched into white on that first glass casket. I shouldn't have stuck it out for the rankle. Don't get distracted by your bombs. And that's what we do here. We teach people. We teach people. Now you can go out and not get distracted by a powerful mythic. Pack 2, pick 1. Read your signals and stay open. That has been Cautionary Tales with the Mana Leek today. But I think we still have at least a win out of this deck. And I think a 2-1 is something that could also happen. We are shy on removal. No out muscles, which is weird. Getting past a Wildborn Preserver, I guess they opened it, so maybe this person's in green. No Bakes, no Reeves. We are winning via creature bashing. Our creatures need to bash, and they need to bash good, or else. But yeah, I'm also recording this before, I can't remember, I wanted to mention this. I'm recording this before the mystery boosters are revealed today. This is on Thursday. So my last minute predictions, what do we got? That's like 3 hours until they get revealed. My last minute predictions is mystery booster is vital to the name. Apparently, next year, next August, you'll be able to go to a GP and draft mystery booster. Therefore, it can't just be a normal set. Mystery has to be some sort of feature of the set. Whether that means that it's a ludicrously large set, like there's potentially 5,000 cards in it, and each pack is a random assortment of those 5,000 cards, so you never really know what's going to be in the pack, so it's like a chaos draft. And then completely off the wall, 9-8. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I guess that's a little bit right, eh? We are looking to adamant green, so I'm going to do one more green source. Now, we do have 2 golden eggs, we do have a spinning wheel, we do have a rose thorn acolyte. So yeah, because I want to, well, it shouldn't really matter. Let's do it that way. Not my favorite banded base, but we'll go with that. So my other off-the-wall prediction for mystery boosters is that there's going to be scratch-off cards in them, kind of like the World of Warcraft TCG. Maybe it'll be like arena codes or something. We'll see. That's pretty bad. A single swamp is unlikely to do it. We have a 1-drop that we can play. Any land gives us Malevolent Noble, but then we are boned forever. So we're going to mull that. That's much better. That's much, 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 much better. We'll keep that and we'll pitch. We do want the golden egg. So I guess we're going to pitch the shambling suit, which is unfortunate because it would work, but so be it. Also, our friend here was in the chat. I recognized their name. I think we were passing to them, possibly. Which means we passed them a heck of a blue-white deck. And they're definitely on blue. We know that. So I don't know that getting this down is going to do enough. Whereas if we don't draw a land, we're boned. So I'm going to start the card draw here. Yeah, so next turn we would have done nothing. We would have drawn a Forbidden Fruit and then played an egg. Blue-red, okay. Whereas this turn we draw a land. Woohoo! I was right. I was right. And then I guess the question is, do we just want to draw another card to make sure we hit our 4th land? What does the 4th land do for us? We get to drop a Malevolent Noble and then flash into Preserver? That seems fine. Yeah, let's draw another land. Nope. So, by the laws of the world being nice to me, that means there's a land on top. Oh, no. Oh, we're in trouble. There's not a land on top. We're in even more trouble. So much trouble. Yeah. We're going to flash in a Wildborn Preserver. Opt away, make some rats. We're going to have to hope that they get greedy and attack with that Mad Ratter, and I don't think they're gonna. Oh, please just let me do this. Please don't have a barge in. Please don't have a counter spell. Please just let me do this. Please. Okay. No, that didn't do it. I'll take one. I'll take one. But hey, we got them to use up a runaway together, right? They've only got 2 cards in hand. And we got a swamp. What can we do with a swamp? We can... 2 cards. We need to let them not draw and get too many rats. Which means what? Means that we need to put pressure on them. How do we put pressure on them? If we just play out our hand this turn, we can hit a land Fierce Witchstalker, get a counter on it. We could Lost Legion, get a counter or 2 on it. So yeah, let's just play out our hand. Let's not play this while they have Counterspell mana up. Land, 2 cards in hand. Don't draw. Don't draw. You went and drew. You went and drew cards, and that's just rude. It's just rude. All right, so they're going to have more rats. Again, these rats aren't a problem, and they're actually going to be super not a problem with Garen Brick Paladin. What we have to avoid is them getting Charmed Sleeps. So Tiny. So Tiny is not doing anything just yet. But Charmed Sleep, which we know we passed them at least 2, but they were in the same pack, is going to wreck us. So we need to bait out the Charmed Sleep onto like maybe a Witch Stalker or something. Or even onto the Wildborn Preserver. Because yeah, if they get too many rats, then, you know, they just laugh at my 4/4. All right, 3 cards left in hand. Rankle might be how we do this. Rankle might be how we do. So, Rankle's kind of in a weird situation here. Sacrificing creatures is not a thing that Rankle's going to do, because they have more than enough. Drawing a card isn't what Rankle's going to do, because I don't want them to have more cards. And I need more cards, but don't need more cards. We could make them discard a card, and I'd be fine discarding Foreboding Fruit. This turn, I'll let us draw a card, because if I can hit one more land, it would be nice. So let's do that. I'll discard Foreboding Fruit. Let's see what we get out of them. Just a land, and I draw a Noble. That's still not a land. They got 3 cards in hand. They played their land. At this point, Rankle's just going to be deal 3 damage a turn. And I think Rankle's... Oh, they're going to bounce my Preserver? Interesting. I don't quite follow that. They're going to make the Mad Ratter bigger, though. They're going to put the Mantle of Tides on it, I assume. Yeah. So they can come in for 2. And we get to kill a rat. Sure. So they've identified this is now a race. So we've got that going for us. So let's smash in for 3. And we'll make them discard a card, because we just have so much that we can't cast. And denying them cards sounds like a plan. So let's make each of them discard a card, and we're going to discard... I don't really care for this Garen Brick Squire. The 4/5 is going to be a little bit of a problem before too long. So we'll put down... Oh, whoops, we're in combat. That's why I can't cast anything. But I could cast that, because it had Flash. Also... This new chair is actually really uncomfortable, which is unfortunate because it costs way too much money. I need a taller desk or something, or I need to grow several inches. All right, so they're going to send in a 3/2. You're going to send in the team, eh? Well, we're going to eat a rat. And can we just kill this ratter? 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We go to 2. So if they have Bargain, we die. I think we have to respect that they might have barge in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No barge in? Or nothing that finished us anyways. They have a Dwarven Mine, so they get a 1/1. And a Raging Red Cap. Okay. No, you can't have more stuff. There we go. You can put that over there. Sure. All right. All right. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? We could drop a 5/5 Garen Brig Paladin, giving us 4 creatures. Block, 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 block. We take 3 and don't die. I'm a fan of taking 3 and not dying. It's one of my favorite things to do. Let's take 3 and not die. 1 is not death. It might even convince them to not attack, possibly. And we will not pay for that. Should we live? Should we live? Should we live? I think we're going to need to, like, Fierce Witch Stalker. Oh my god. Opponent with just mono gas. Are we dead? Block, block, block. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're dead. My god. Alright, let's not get stuck on lands. Let's not get stuck on lands. That was definitely a big part of our problem there. We have no sideboard. So we'll go back in. Go back in, draw better, not mulligan. You know, the usual strategies that I recommend. Boy, turn 4 Mad Ratter is hard to deal with. Doesn't take too many rats for you to just be super behind. So what were they bouncing Moonlit Scavengers with? Was it just the mantle? Yeah, it was just the mantle that was turning that on, right? Would have been good if we could have hit a Return to Nature at some point. But I read that draft real wrong. Real wrong. This is better, and we don't have to mulligan. That's the first step. That's the first step to success. Drop the forest, pass the turn. Oh, I forgot we're still playing this. Our draft really went bad, eh? It went real bad. Mantle of Tides, you got it, friendo. Good stuff, not getting ruined on lands just yet. Let's draw a card. It's another land. We will, I don't know, do we want to ramp? Do we want to fix? Ramp or fix, ramp or fix, ramp or fix. What are we ramping to? Well, we're ramping to some pretty big stuff, actually. So let's get the ramp going with a Rose Thorn Acolyte. Following turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might just drop a 5/5 Stonecoil Serpent and get to going. That is so many Mantle of Tides. Perhaps too many Mantle of Tides. Yeah, let's get a 5/5 Serpent. 5/5 Serpent. It's gonna bash so good. Sure. So, question. Scryfall. Set, Eldraine, color, blue, type, instant, CMC 1. All they have in hand is opt, so they can't put that on, which means we get to bash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can turn that into a green, make a green, make a green. So we can actually make this Garen Brig Paladin with a counter on it. Soul Smash for 5. They'll take it. And then we'll make another 5/5. So turn that into green. You make a green. You make a green. You all make greens. And look at that. We have another 5/5 on the board. 10 power on the board. I like it. I like it a lot. Dwarven Mine, you got a 1/1, sure. You gonna suit up that 1/1? Sure, you got a 5/6. What do we do about them having a 5/6? Well, we rankle them. We rankle them good. So I'm actually going to make them sack a creature. They're just going to sack this 1/1, but Means they have to play a creature next turn. We'll sack our 2/3. Won't be a biggie. So in for 3. I'm pretty happy to discard that Prophet of the Peak as well. And I don't want them to draw a card. So we'll discard our Prophet. They'll discard, I assume, a land. Yeah. I'm going to sack the Rosethorn. Goodbye, Rosethorn. They're going to sack the 1/1. Cool. Cool. Sir Eleonora, a 2/4, now a 3/4. This is 2 or less? 2 or less. They're going to put a mantle over onto her. So you've got a 4/4 and a... Oh, all on her, eh? All on her. So you got a 5/8. So I think we just continue denying them creatures. So we're going to play our Lost Legion. Set up our Scry, attack in, make them sack something. They'll sack the Wishful Merfolk. And then will Witch's Vengeance do anything for us? Human Knight. No, not terribly. Actually, no, it will, because if they play one small creature, we can kill it, whatever type it is, as long as it's not a fairy or a rogue. And then they'll have to sack Sir Eleonora, so we'll keep that on top. And then, yeah, we will smash on in with Rankle. And we will make them sack a creature, and we'll sack our Lost Legion. We will... We can probably make them discard a card. We can discard this Foreboding Fruit, I think. Well, no, Foreboding Fruit's basically a shock. Yeah, I think we'll just go with sack a creature. Goodbye, Lost Legion. Nice knowing you. Goodbye, Wishful Merfolk. Wow. That's just rude. Raging Redcap, eh? Well, they actually still don't have blocks here. Unless they're going to move that over. They're going to move that over. Actually... Oh, damn. If we name Knights, this becomes a 2/2 as well. So we name Knight. They both can't block this, so they're going to 7, because that's coming through for sure. And then this will get a chump block. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy naming Knight here. Witch's Vengeance, naming Knight. We don't kill anything, but I believe we get to force a chump. So in for 7, they have to take 2 and go to 7, and they'll chump, and also take trample damage as well. So if they chump here, they're actually going to take 6 and go to 3. Oh, wow. Oh, they take 7. They're actually dead to Foreboding Fruit. Here we go. Here we go. Did we do it? We did it. We did it. We did it. I'll take 6. You can't stop me. And we'll Foreboding Fruit them in their face. Right in their face hole. Got him. Cool. Cool. That worked. Okay, so don't get land screwed. Draw well, and the deck works. Let's do it again. It's a good strategy. It's a good strategy. Oh boy. Having some sort of back that wasn't in pain would be a good strategy as well. Oh. Well, that's pretty bad. We're back to the single land openers. How's that happen twice in a game? Tell me. Tell me how that happens. Tell me the odds, because all we need is a land to get 2 golden eggs going in a 33 card deck that has 16 lands. We're going to draw twice because we're on the draw. What are the odds of getting 1? Ah, yes, it's my favorite stat. 3 out of 4 games will have a second land on turn 2. And then suddenly, for a couple of turns, we're going to draw 2 cards a turn. I'm keeping. This could be the 1 out of 3 games where we don't draw a land by turn 2. But 3 out of 4 games, it happens. Just like that. Now we're still vaguely boned on not having green, but we have the golden eggs to help us once, and we have the golden eggs to help us find green, and we're always just going to naturally draw green anyways. Cool. They still have nothing, which means what? Do I want to keep drawing? Do I want to get a creature on the field? I think I just want to keep drawing because this is going to be really good with the food. So we'll go like so, keep drawing. Cool. So I don't want to sack those eggs if I can help it. Lock Dragon might just demand an answer right now. So I think we're just going to kill the dragon. Because we can't have them drawing cards every turn. We can't have them hitting us for 3 in the air every turn, and we don't really have another way of answering it except for a Rankle, actually. So we're going to cast Rankle. And we're going to attack. And am I happy sacking Rankle? I think I'm happy sacking Rankle with what I have. You know, gigantic creatures in the board, an answer. Yeah, I'll sack Rankle. For sure. Trade? Sure. I wasn't going to let you draw a card, and I wasn't going to discard anyways, so. That did what I wanted it to do, and they saved 3 life. Mad Ratter? You bet we're going to kill Mad Ratter. No, they're going to get 2 rats out of it. Now, maybe we don't kill Mad Ratter just yet, since Witch's Vengeance can really ruin those rats. Yeah, I like getting a 2/3 down that helps us mana fix a little bit later. I'm really hoping they go up. I'm hoping they go off with the rats a little bit, and we do get to just like wipe a massive portion of their board. They're down to 3 cards, so we just have to keep mana starving them a little bit. I've never seen that card resolve. I'm also just gonna kill it. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill it. Go away. Alright, they're down to 2 cards. So we just have to stick a card at this point. Take 3, that's fine, go to 14. Steelgaze Griffin, that's a problem. Alright, we need to speed up. We need to speed up before that Steelgaze takes us down. So we need creatures on the board. And is that just going to be a 5/5 Stone Coil? I think this turn it's just going to be a 5/5 Stone Coil. Might convince the ground creatures to not attack. Steelgaze is still a problem. Take 2. We got 7 turns to solve this. Oh my god. Oh, they don't have a... Yeah, they don't have a thing. We're good. We're fine. They don't have a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could put 2 more counters on it, make it a 7/7. It would require them to block with everything. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Because then we can just kill that, and that they have 2 rats left. And we're going to play more big creatures that are going to change this race from being 2 damage a turn. So let's bash in for 7. They just take it. They just take it. So we're going to play a chump blocker. So that we're only going to take 2. Yeah, we're probably just going to take 2 here, which is fine. which means they can't do anything about Stonecoil Serpent this turn, unless they have a runaway or something like that. But they're actually being threatened to take a lot of trample damage here. Land and a go. That's what I like. Spinning a wheel, eh? Well, it's kind of free, so we'll pop it down. Then we'll come in for 7. I assume they take it. They just take it. So we drop them to 6. We're at 16 if we just sack that food. They're only dealing 9 to us if they attack with everything. We have 4 mana available. Four, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6. The question is, can we have Marrowleaf Rider up to force blocks and not die? Well, if we have to, we can sack a food. And if we don't have to, we might be able to kind of close this down. Mantle of Tides is fine. Another of those is not fine. Like, that's just so friggin' rude, dude. Why are you so rude? 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll take 7. We just lose. We just lose. Four, 5, 6, 7. So we go to 3, we go to 5, we play something that can block one of those, and we take 4, 5, we die. This sucks. Alright, let's gain a couple life. Let's stop that. We can kill what? A rat or a goblin? Having 4 mana left. Making a 4/4. Yeah, let's take 7. So we can make a 5/5, kill the rats. We have 2 blockers, so we have block, block, take 3. 4. Maybe it's better to play this 5-drop, because then it can attack through for 5, actually. Yeah, let's play that 5-drop. So we have 5-drop to block that. We have this to block that. We can kill the rats. And so we take 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We're not 100% dead. If they draw anything, we're probably 100% dead, and we're probably still just 100% dead the following turn. Doesn't look like they drew anything. So if we double block the scavengers, we get rid of them, but we lose both our creatures. God, that's bad. And then we play a Stone Coil Serpent for 6, which lets us block the other one. We're at 4, but we'll have 2 mana to go up to 7, but we take 3. Yeah, I think we just have to continue hoping that they haven't drawn anything. Yeah, we continue hoping they haven't drawn anything. But we're still just dead to this in a few turns. Suit that up to the... Wait. Oh, right, they didn't kill them both. Right. Now, they did draw a creature, which is very unfortunate. They're going to put that on the Griffin. So... we just need 2 mana left up. So we can go Stone Coil for that much, for 7. Pass the turn. I will take 3. Ouch. If they didn't draw anything, and we can now kind of like keep up Spinning Wheel to stop the Griffin, we've bought some amount of time. Unfortunately, we're now in flood mode. We need all the land we can get, so 5. So we have 4 mana left, which we cannot do much with. We can be at 4 life. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we're going to drop. We're going to hope they don't draw anything. If they draw a card that draws cards, we die if this becomes a 2, 3, 4, 5. And we don't tap it down. So we're... But if we do tap it down, then we have block, not quite dead. They won't attack anyways. If we attack in, they have to block. But they only lose a couple of life. They hit us back. So yeah, let's just hope they don't hit anything. One time, don't hit anything. So attack. Let's say block. We have block. Oh, we might have to attack. I guess they could double block. We might have to attack. It gives them more outs. Although I don't think we've seen a 3rd Moonlit Scavengers. I think we have to attack. In for 7. This has been tough. I've been playing a lot slower today. I'm down to 5 minutes. So we attack. We're at 4 off the egg. We chump and kill. Okay, they are going for the double block. So we're going to kill the 4/5 because it's scarier, and because they have to pay 2 mana for this to attack. Not that that's really going to cripple them at this point, but they do get rid of the Serpent. But we can now block there, and we can block here. So we're only dead if they drew a card that draws them a card. Doesn't look like they did. We're going to gain some life so that we don't die. We're going to take 3, go back to 1. And you're going to pass the turn, right? Please? Please? It would mean the world to me if you did. Just re-equip. Just re-equip. Yeah. Okay. Breathing-ish room. Breathing-ish room. So we we can attack in and make something die. And then we can tap the Griffin down. What if they have run away together? If they have run away together, we attack in. They run away together. We tap. We have to block and lose that. Man, it feels bad having to put them on runaway together. We don't die if they have runaway together. But it does make me a little sad if they have it. Force block. Got it. Cool. We get to tap down that Griffin. They're going to opt. I'm just going to make 2 rats, which is super bad. Just the literal actual worst. How do we get out of this now? We've already used Witch's Vengeance. We have no removal. We have Scalding Cauldron, which can't kill either of the things on the board. I do not think we win. But we need to tap down that Griffin. That's the first step to winning. Our Paladin's gone, and our Serpent's gone, and our Rankle's gone. All of our, actual legitimate cards in this deck are gone. And we're now stuck on super requiring them to not make any more rats, because a single rat getting through kills us. We have to block it. Oh wait. We could put Noble in front of it, sack the Rider, and then nothing happens to them both. God, this feels really bad. Why is this first match so bad? We have 2 more matches to go. Ugh. All right, so let's keep him alive. They bounce off each other. Please tell me you have nothing left. Raging Redcap. You're going to put the mantle on it. Sure thing. You're not. Okay. Scaldron. So, Scaldron, kill that. Still just die. Tap, block, still just dead. My God. Our deck just did not show up. Wow. All right, let's go into match 2 and not have that happen again. That was a good deck. It was a really good deck. And that person was in our pod. And you saw our pod. Our pod was weird. We passed that person an amount of blue cards. In I think the last pack. There was that one pack that had Charm Sleep, Foil Charm Sleep, etc., etc., etc. Didn't see any of the red cards going by that they had. I do remember passing them a Mad Ratter at one point. But yeah, it's unfortunate how bad that draft went. I wish I had just jumped into white, but up until that last pack, beyond a couple of white cards, it didn't really seem that open. And then suddenly it was the most open I've ever seen white ever. Well, we are 0-1. We can pull it back. We can go 2-1. We can go 2-1, and this is a decent starting hand. Turns out every starting hand doesn't have to suck. That first match lied to me. Third land is going to make this great. We can Shambling Suit, and it'll be a 3-3 right away. We're up against more blue, because that's the way leagues work. There's the land we want. Can't help but notice that my opponent paused on my draw step. Do you have a Folio of Fancy in your deck, perhaps? Blue-black. The Color of Control. Ooh, hi. Hi, bud. It's going to take a little bit of time for you to become a 3-3, so I'm just going to play an actual 3-3. Come on, friend. You don't have a counterspell for it. So, next turn. If we hit a land, I think we're just establishing the board. This is where Wildborn Preserver feels slightly bad sometimes, is when you don't necessarily quite have the mana to be casting things and then adding, sure, tap it down, and then adding tax onto it to get the counters. And you have more powerful things that'll be more powerful right away. It's kind of in an ever so slightly weird spot. Still fantastic, still straight up bomb. But like here, we play it and then not do anything. And then next turn we could Lost Legion and put a counter on it, perhaps 2. But then we can't just play a natural 4/4. And I feel like just playing a natural 4/4 is going to be better. We have to lose an artifact, but I think I'm fine with that. Fierce Witch Stalker? Could I not tap this for green? Green. Oh, I think I tapped green to turn it into green. I see. There we go. Witch Stalker, get a food. Oh, which replaces the artifact. So it's still a 3-3. Shambling Suit still a powerful Centaur Courser. And so there we go. We've got an established board. We have Scalding Cauldron threatening to kill whatever blocker they play. Meaning they're probably going to want to do something a little bit more interactive than play a blocker. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, during that 24-hour stream, I did not trophy at all. We had some weird drafts. Some fun drafts, but some weird drafts. So you're going to choose Construct. I'm pretty fine with Witch's Vengeance being used to just kill a 3-3. And they're going to take 4. That's all fine by me. So now Wildborn Preserver is actually looking pretty decent to me. So we're going to bash in for 4. We're going to drop the Squire. We're going to drop this and then get some counters on it. Unless we have to kill something. But feeling okay-ish. You're going to Rage of Winter that down, and then you're going to play one, I assume? You're going to play one. Yeah, we're not using that, so let's kill it. Ooh, Rankle. How's it going, bud? Get in there. Let's 5 them, and I'm not discarding anything. I'm not letting this blue-black control deck draw cards, so no choices. You can choose any number. My number is 0. Queen of Ice, sure thing. Charm Sleep. Tempting Witch, you got it. You got it. She ain't tempting me one bit. Too many baby arms coming out of her neck. Too many baby arms. We're going to drop a land. we're going to bash on in for 3, 7. In for 7. I expect a block on the Queen of Ice here. Keep that tapped down. Oh, just going to 4. Just straight up going to 4. Well, guess what? We're each going to sacrifice a creature because this Garenbrig Squire is doing nothing. And then, yeah, we're going to flash in a Wildborn Preserver and then put potentially 3, maybe 4 counters on it. The old surprise 6/6. Our opponent is a little bit stuck having to kill both Rankle and Witchstalker here, though. They are going to kill Rankle. Well done. Can you also kill the Witchstalker? You cannot. You can present some blocks and gain some life and come in for 2. That doesn't necessarily seem correct because, well, I guess they don't have to chump block here. They just maybe should. We're going to Lost Legion to make that Wildborn Preserver huge. Don't want to swamp. I would honestly love a Tall as a Beanstalk right now because that's the kind of magic I'm here playing. Make it huge. 4/4, 6/6. I guess they're going to have to chump the 6/6 and take 4 and go to 3. That's what they do. And then I would love to see both their cards out of their hand here. Perfect. We win. What's math? 7. We don't... Oh, no, we win. They should have played this Murderous Rider. As it stood, I believe we were just going to take them to 1, but now we're actually just going to straight up kill them. Because they're going to take 4 trample. Or they're just going to take it all. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Draw cards and spells in the correct ratio and win. Seems good. Seems good. So what else is going on? You might have noticed new thumbnails. I finally updated from using... It wasn't Comic Sans. A lot of people think it was Comic Sans. It was actually a different font called Coming Soon. And it was chosen to look like it was written on the Mana Leek sign. But we have changed, and now the thumbnails are getting slightly fancier, so they look more like the general YouTubes. That's to try to get some growth back to the channel. Got to do whatever I can. The channel's been a lot bit, stagnant the past 12 months. And that's no bueno. So, any ideas on growth, definitely let me know. Definitely share content, get me out there. Because, yeah, growth is pretty important to be able to keep going. Noble, sure thing. No attack is a little bit weird, but okay. We could play this 2/2 or this 2/2. What are we playing next turn? Next turn we're playing this 1/3. I guess we'll go with this type of 2/2. So opponent's sitting on Witch's Vengeance and Murderous Rider. Opponent's got some interactivity. I'll take 2. That's fine. It might have been worth time walking them there, but I don't think I have. I don't think I have the ability to establish the board as fast as I would hope. Oh, they are a mill deck. They are a mill deck. They milled trash, so I'm fine with that. Hey, Rankle, how's it going, bud? Do we need to ensure that we have a 4th land in hand? I think we do. I think we do, so we're going to Foreboding Fruit ourselves. Just to make sure that we can cast this, or potentially this next turn. Cool beans, cool beans, cool beans, cool beans. So Rankle's going to start getting damage through. I will time walk them this time. I assume they sack the cat because they do have some food to come back. And I mean, hopefully this time walks them. It might not time walk them. Okay, our opponent has Drown in a Lock in hand. I'm like 99% certain they have Drown in a Lock. So, we're not going to let them counter Rankle. We're going to drop a Noble. Pass the turn. Try to get this Wildborn Preserver out. But honestly, I'd actually be pretty happy with them countering the Wildborn Preserver. Alright, let's get rid of the Drown in the Lock. Oh, didn't say please. Okay. Well, gonna ask you again to see the Drown in the Lock, please. I know you have it. You untapped so that you kept 2 mana up. 1 black, 1 blue. I know you have it. For a fact. There it is. Alright. Now I feel a little bit better being able to get down to 4/4 or potentially a 5/5 if we hit a green land. They're down to 1 card in hand. Should be fine-ish. Should be fine-ish. Taken not 3? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Opponent has gone full on to aggro. So we're going to come on in for 2. Then we're going to drop ourselves a 5/5. To block this 2/2. Opponent appears to have nothing but a land in hand there. Plays a land. Passes the turn. Perfect. Yeah, you know what we're going to do here? We're going to try to Skuldrun them. So we're going to come in with both. Obviously threatening some sort of combat trick. They accept my bluff. So we're going to Skuldrun. We're going to finish that off. Got him. We're going to drop a Shambling Salute. Pass the turn. And now we're in very good shape because I think they've flooded. Another land. Pass the turn. Come on in for 6. Take him to 8. What you got? So tiny. All right. Well, now they're on a 14-turn clock, except Witch Stalker is going to change that around. They are 100% top decking. They top deck pretty well. We've got them on a 7-turn clock. Deck. Please stop. Please stop. No more lands. 4, 8, 9. What are we at? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 4 out of 15. So we've got pretty good chances to not hit lands coming up here. Do we have beef? We have some beef. We have the Serpent. We have the Prophet. Mild beef can be drawn. So can lands. 3 lands in the top 14. 3 lands in the top 14. That's so much gas. That's so much gas we can draw. Lost Legion, help us find that gas. You can go the hell away. And Golden Egg draws, buffs this up. I like it. In for 2. Take him to 8. Unfortunately, our opponent's going to stop flooding at some point, too. We really failed to take advantage there of that chance that we had. Well, we didn't fail. Our deck failed. Witch's Vengeance going to kill Construct, I assume? Yup. So there goes that lovely 3/3 that I had planned. Plays a land, nothing in hand. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. Get our egg. What do we draw? We draw tall as a beanstalk. Well, you, my friend, can't block this guy. So we're going to come on in for 4. I expect we'll see a chump. We do see a chump. We take him to 6. 2 turns. They drew a land. Boy, they flooded really hard. No. They flooded really hard. So did we. So did we. I think that was our last land, right? 5, 10, 11. We bottomed 1, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh no, I think we have 1 land left in our top 9. And we win. There's our last land. Look at all of the cards that we had left. Oh boy. All right, we're 1-1. 1-1. Everybody can flood. It's not always us. Sometimes it's us and our opponent. So we win again. We get prizes. Everything's great. And even if we 1-2, I think that's what I predicted back at the start of this video. But yeah, the 24-hour stream was super fun. We raised $1,700. If you were there and you had problems donating because of the DDoS attack that was happening, because people are jerks, some extra donations have come through, and I believe some amount of them are duplicates. So do check your credit card, PayPal, etc. They are in the process of refunding things that came through in duplicate. Because right now it says I raised $2,000, but by the end of the night, we had only raised $1,700. But yeah, if you do want those codes for the card style for Arena for Inspiring Veteran, shoot a comment in the comments down below. I'll reply with a code. Hopefully you get to use that code. Theoretically, somebody could steal it, but I have so many codes that I can just give you another one. I'm really going to try to avoid sending out individual messages to people, because sending out 3,000 individual messages does not sound like something that I want to do. So I'd rather do it in an easier fashion if possible. Well, we are certainly going to draw a couple of cards a turn for a while. Up against black-white. I have had 0 luck with black-white. I have heard that others have had great luck with black-white. Let's see if our opponent is like others. All right, we're going to take 2 here. Still not finding a creature yet. It's going to make our Serpent and our Preserver really good, though. We need to find a creature. We need to find a better creature, bud. You're not good. Oh boy, what do we want? Do we have any good 4-drop creatures? Not that I can think of offhand. Our opponent missed a land, and we still can't take advantage of that fact. So we're going to drop this. Pass the turn. Miss 1 more land. And don't let me flood. Please. We're also 100% going to sack an egg to Noble to make it a 3/3 if they do attack. I guess we only have, what, drawn 2 lands in 4 draws? Because we did start with 5. That's rude. It's really rude. I'll take 4, go to 10, and we're back to being in trouble because we still don't have a board. I'd like to have a board, please. Okay. We're going to get rid of this token. Later, we're going to get rid of the token. Because we're actually, if they hit a land, we're just going to have to get rid of the unicorn. Yeah. All right, let's assume you didn't hit a land here. Get rid of the token, take 2, go to 8. Not a missed land drop, so out comes the prized griffin. Oh my god. Okay, sure. Oh boy. Oh boy. So we drew what? An egg and a beanstalk? Yeah, we drew an egg and a beanstalk. Oh, and a noble, I think. Guess I'll die. I can go up to 9. So we technically live. We technically live because I want to see what the next card is on top of my deck. Please don't pump a creature. I want another draw step. Another land. Oh my lord. All right. Well, let's draw less lands, shall we? Holy moly. Every time that happens, all I can hear is all the various comments I've gotten through the years of, you care too much about your lands. You complain too much. Everybody draws lands. That was crazy, right? That was a crazy amount of lands. I'm going to comment on it. There's nothing else that I can comment on in that game. Oh, boy. All right. All right. Would have been great if we drew Stonecoil or something. Would have been such a big snaky boy. Man, I wish I had read that draft better. I wish I had just switched into white. That would have been a nutty, I think probably just straight up mono white deck with how many playables came through there. All right, we're going to go with the Merrileaf Rider. Hope that they don't establish the board on 2 so we can get in for 3. And then we get to drop an Acolyte. Do they establish the board on 2? They do establish the board on 2. Am I happy to offer a trade? Well, not so much. We're going to drop the Rosethorn. And now we just kind of hold the ground for a little bit. Hope they don't get their Griffin. Find one of our big things. And we'll be okay. Memory theft, okay. They're going to take my wheel? Sure. You got me. Uh-oh. Drop the Squire. Pass the turn. All right, we got to draw beef. We draw Rankle, and we're good. We draw Stonecoil, we're good. We draw Garenbrig Paladin, we're good. We draw Prophet of the Peak, we're good. That's 4 out of 30. 4 out of 30 is not bad. Our opponent's not quite establishing the board enough yet. That's a land, thanks. Pass the turn. What is 4 out of 30? 2 out of 15? 1 out of 7.5? So it's like 15%-ish? Uh-oh. 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 So we have like an answer, and that answer is tall as a beanstalk. Don't want the swamp. I will take the golden egg. Drawing the golden egg is basically the same as scrying it to the bottom because we still draw the card underneath it, but we have the option of gaining 3 life at some point. So I'm going to take 3, and the 8-turn clock has started. 7-turn clock. Bellow the Brawl, not a huge problem. Flutterfox, not a problem yet. But it'll get there. Golden Egg draws us a land. Play the land, pass the turn. So many lands. One time, no enchantment or artifact. One time, please. Pretty please? Yeah, just that. Just that creature. Please. Please no additional whammies. Please no additional whammies. I assume they're doing math on the Bell of the Brawl. I don't think any of the attacks really work out well. I would double block the Bell and eat the Swordmaster and or the Legion. I mean, it would do some bad stuff to my board, but I think it would do equally bad stuff to their board. They'd still be really far ahead having the Prized Griffin up and potentially a Flying Flutterfox at some point. But yeah, they're just going to go for the 3. Sounds good. Oh, we are in so much trouble. Scaldron doesn't even stop the Griffin. Boy, this was a whiff of a draft. I think the real takeaway here is don't get stuck. Don't get stuck on a bomb that you draw or that you draft in like pack 2 pick 1. That was a mistake with Rankle. And I'd have to go back and look at what I took over that first glass casket where I was like, ooh, we got past a glass casket. Maybe we should push into white. And then the second glass casket, I should have. It was probably a little bit of sunk cost fallacy. Saying, well, I didn't take that first glass casket, so I'd better not take this one either. So many lands. Oh boy. All right, so we're going to 8 here. Wow. That can't be good. There's no mass pump spells though, right? Like, I'm not crazy thinking that. You're going to eat that. You're going to eat that. And you two are going to eat that. And we're going to take 8 and go to 3. Which means we're just dead to the Griffin next turn. Boy, we stood no chance of this match. Our deck utterly failed to show up. The land part showed up, but not the actual spells. In either of those matches, Rankle would have done something, Stonecoil Serpent would have done something, Garenbrig Paladin would have done something. Witch's Vengeance. Can you imagine top decking a Witch's Vengeance and killing that, and that in one go? We still just died to the Prize Griffin, even in that situation, but yeah, no. Well, Fierce Witch Stalker will keep us alive. Block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no point in getting in for 2 because this will stop the Youthful Knight. We're back on a 3-turn clock off the Griffin. Oh, my back. This chair is going to kill me. Down to 3. Then we'll sack that food. And draw. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, targeting myself. Oh, I don't. Why do I always think it's 4 mana? It's 3 mana. Targeting myself, going to 4, but getting a food so that we go back up to 7. And getting a Reaper of Night that we can't cast. You don't fly, bud. You don't fly. Go to 1. Sack the food. Go back up to 4. Golden Egg keeps us in it. Oh my. Oh my, that's another land. Does making them discard do anything? Not really, eh? 4, 8. Yeah, let's get in for 4. See what happens. Oh. 4, 8. So unfortunately, I actually can't cast this and crack the food. So if they do have a pump spell, I'm dead. Or a kill spell. All right, well, it'll get this done faster. It'll get this done faster. Ardenvale Tactician, tap, tap. Pump spell, pump, pump. Show me pump spell, pump, pump. Pump spell, pump, pump. Wow. I don't know. That was a lot of lands. That was like 22 lands in 2 games. There was nothing we could do, unfortunately, on our side there. But that's how it goes. That's how it goes with Magic. Magic is a great game that is heavily flawed by the mana system. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can always let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, if you want one of those codes, let me know. I'll shoot you a code. If somebody steals your code, let me know. I'll shoot you another code. If somebody steals the second code, let me know. I'll shoot you another code. You can only use one because of the way the system works. You can't have multiples of the same card style, so it's not like anybody needs to hoard them or anything. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. If you did hang out on the 24-hour stream, like I said, it was a great time. You can go over to twitch.tv/SemanticLeak/videos and check it out there. You can always find me over on Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. You can find me at patreon.com/SemanticLeak if you want to become a backer there. You can use the code MANALEAK10, all one word, 10 is the number, to get 10% off your order at inkedgaming.com. You can click like and share and subscribe. That's the easiest, quickest, cheapest way to help me out, and it really does help me out. Comment as well. But if you do have questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, see y'all next time.